What else we got here? Did you want to talk about Ben Gilbert's article? Not really, right?
Well, now we have to.
Well, it's getting late, though.
I know.
I'm so tired.
Fine. We'll move along.
Well, I mean, did you have anything? Ben Gilbert from Business Insider wrote an article about game publishers are worried about, I guess, the services like Game Pass and whatever Sony's is called. Sony doesn't really have.
They don't really have one yet.
Right.
But I guess they do. But
PlayStation Now is theirs, right?
Yeah, that's it. Something like that.
PlayStation who?
Yeah. So some game makers are nervous that it's going to hurt their bottom line, even though they get paid a lot of money up front, and that it's going to overtake and be the only way to get your game on, like Spotify is or whatever is how you get music now. And I call BS on that for multiple reasons. One of the big appeals for something like a Spotify or a Netflix isn't just the new content, but it's also the access to the past content.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's literally on these music apps billions of songs.
Right. It's the library. You're paying for a subscription to a library.
Gigantic library, not just the newness. But I feel with music more than games, I know there are people that are really into retro gaming, and there's nothing wrong with being really into retro gaming. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the newest thing in gaming is always going to be the most important thing in gaming at this time. Where I find with music, especially once people hit a certain age, the newest thing in music doesn't really interest them anymore. It's not what you're going on to Spotify like, oh, it's got to check out the newest thing. You keep your subscription because you want to have access to that big library. I don't think it's necessarily the same. Like one of the appeals of Game Pass is you're getting the newest games on there. But not every new game. So as long as
so you're getting just a sprinkling of new games, some older games.
Yeah, but if the hype is real for the next Rockstar game, I don't think no one's gonna buy it if it's not on Game Pass.
Right.
Like that's just a stupid thing to say.
Right. It's not a paradigm shift in the way that people consume games necessarily.
Exactly. As opposed
unlike
to
music.
Even the biggest artists in the world right now, if they were to only release their album in a physical medium, it would hurt their sales, I think, at this point.
Right.
Well, Taylor Swift tried that for a while, right?
Yeah. A few people tried. Even the Beatles tried it for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they're all on.
They're all signed up.
They're all signed up now. So I just don't think it's not apples and oranges. Also, Taylor Swift can't release DLC for her most recent album.
Right.
Yes, she can.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be paid. It would just be on Spotify.
Right.
As opposed to a game on Game Pass, if you're upfront, if you really need to put something else out, I mean, theoretically, there is that DLC route. In fact, isn't there like a weirdly high attach rate to DLC for Game Pass games where people are paying? I feel like I read that once, but I could be making that up.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, why not? Sounds plausible.
Sure.
So I'm just saying there's other revenue streams.
Yep.
And also, people are always going to want that new hot game, whether it's on Game Pass or not. Right. So I don't know if it's an apples to apples comparison. So.
Right, and you could certainly see, the publishers putting out their own services, just like we've seen EA do. EA was really the first one, right?
And Ubisoft has it for PC.
Okay.
At least they used to. I don't know if they still do.
They probably do.
Yeah.
So they try to do it, but of course it's a very limited library that they offer because they're just one publisher.
And if all this really scares you, there's always Nintendo.
Yep.
Right. They'll be doing the same old shit.
Yeah.